Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Manny from Global Bitcoin Investors, and I put this presentation together to help you better understand what Bitcoins are. It's a very technical topic. It's a very exciting space, and I know I get asked all the time, what the hell are Bitcoins, and how do I get them? How do they value? All kinds of craziness. So I put this presentation together in hopes that you can get a better understanding. So let's get into it. A little Bitcoin history. First Bitcoin transaction happened on January 3rd, 2009. First material item ever purchased by Bitcoin were 2 large pizzas. Of course, we're a bunch of nerds on the internet, so we try to think, well, what can I order? How about pizza? Yes, 10,000 Bitcoins it cost them. At the time, it was okay because they were only valued at like 0.0025 a coin. But in today's dollars, you fast forward to 2017, that would have been a $40 million pizza, $20 million a piece. Crazy. So in January 2011, Bitcoin actually broke $1. That was pretty exciting. Fast forward to 2013, Bitcoin breaks $1,000. Okay, we're all happy. We're super stoked. Millionaires being created overnight over a currency that was kind of just born on the internet. And then the first crash happened, per se. 2015, Bitcoin drops down to $198. And then this year, the beginning of this year, 2017, Bitcoin breaks 1,000 and beyond. As of August 15th, Bitcoin currently trades at 4,030. So you can kind of tell that big jump and how excited everybody's been. So what are they? What are Bitcoins, right? Bitcoins are a form of digital currency. You can also call it cryptocurrency. You can put it in that same category. It was invented by a group of programmers by the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto back in 2009. And we say a pseudonym because we don't really know who invented Bitcoins. We believe that it's a group of people, a group of clever people that put together this white document called Bitcoins. And essentially they released it after the crash, the financial crash in 2008. They just saw that, obviously that was a big issue. They saw that there was a problem in the world, and they went out and they hoped to solve it by creating Bitcoin. It's an open source software. The Bitcoins themselves are transaction peer-to-peer. There's no middleman, right? So it makes it decentralized. So there's no government or company that can own the Bitcoin blockchain. Now, what is a blockchain? A blockchain is a fancy word for a public ledger, okay? So the Bitcoin transactions are all recorded on this public ledger that anybody can see. You can go to blockchain.info and look at this blockchain and be really, really confused at it unless you know what you're looking for. But essentially, all the transactions are in this blockchain. Okay. The blockchain provides full transparency and prevents fraudulent activity. Now, some people get this confused. Fraudulent activity is me trying to duplicate your coin and say that it's mine, very similar to how credit cards get stolen nowadays. They try to mimic your number. You can't do that with Bitcoins. Your Bitcoin is your Bitcoin until it's sent to somebody else. So there's no stealing of like the Bitcoin number or per se. Bitcoin's inflation proof, and I'll get to that in a little bit because you have to kind of understand mining, and we'll get to mining in a second. Transactions get verified through that process called mining. Okay, all right, boom, let's talk about it. Let's talk about mining. So technically, mining is the process of solving algorithmic problems to unlock new blocks of Bitcoins, but that's just confusing. So mining is the process of verifying transactions through the Bitcoin network, okay? There's a lot of computers on this network that are trying to verify these transactions using this software, which essentially solves the algorithmic problem that Bitcoin has injected into the transaction, let's say. It's very technical, it's very confusing. I can go on and in a circle about it and still not be describing it right. But much like gold, there's a finite number of Bitcoins available, okay? There's only 21 million coins to be exact, right? The last Bitcoin block is set to be mined in the year 2140. Now, here's where it gets crazy. The more miners on the network, the harder the algorithm gets. So the more people or more computing power that gets onto the network to try to verify these transactions, the harder the algorithm becomes. It's like a genius when it comes to that, okay? So a lot like gold, because it's finite and it's based on the number of coins that are in the network, there's this supply and demand that comes along with the value of Bitcoin. So the harder it is to get a Bitcoin, the more valuable it becomes. Make sense? Okay, nod your head. Yes, yes, yes. Great. So there's two ways that you can participate in mining. You can go out and buy yourself a bunch of hardware, plug it into the internet, program the software, and you're off and mining. Challenge with that is that we're so far along in Bitcoin now that it takes a lot of computing power to actually get a good return on your investment in the hardware. You could be running it for years and not be able to mine as much as a data center that with racks and rows of GPUs that are running 24 hours a day. So that's where cloud mining comes in. You can purchase a mining contract and receive a portion of the profit from the Bitcoins that get released from the mining in that data center. Okay, so how do you get these Bitcoins? First, you'll need a digital wallet. This will allow you to buy, sell, or hold your Bitcoins. We recommend two different types of wallets: a software wallet, which would be like a Coinbase or a BitPay or a Zappo. I kind of relate this to like a checking account. This would be used for your everyday purchases. You go out and buy gas, you go out and buy food, boom, you use your Coinbase or your BitPay or your Zappo app. There's also a hardware wallet. Hardware wallets are physical USB devices that you plug into your computer, and then you send your Bitcoins to that thing. So I equate that to like a savings account, right? If you have a lot of Bitcoins, you want most of them to be on that physical device, because then you physically own the Bitcoin. And then you put that thing in a safe, you lock it up, you protect it the best you can. Because here's why. You have to treat that thing, excuse me, like cash. If you lose that hardware wallet, it's difficult. I'm not going to say impossible, but it's definitely difficult to recover your Bitcoins if the hard wallet that you have them on is lost or buried in a dump like this guy in Europe did, where he buried $7.5 million worth of Bitcoin in an old hard drive and just went to the dump. Look it up. It's a crazy story. So I recommend a Ledger Nano S, a Ledger Nano S or a Trezor. They're both great hardware wallets. Once you have your wallet, you can purchase Bitcoins with traditional currencies: the US dollar, yen, euro, British pound, whatever your flavor of traditional currency you like, you can convert that to Bitcoin. You can use a Bitcoin ATM to convert cash to Bitcoin. That's probably the fastest way to do it. If you live in the state of Connecticut, as of today, there are no Bitcoin ATMs. You'd have to go to Massachusetts, New York, Rhode Island, go figure. You can accept them as a form of payment for goods or services that you sell. So if you own a brick and mortar business and like you're selling pizza or something, you want to accept Bitcoin, you just have to set up a Bitcoin wallet and boom, you can receive Bitcoins. If you're an online store, most online merchants, Stripe, BitPay, they allow you to plug in their gateway, and then you can accept Bitcoins through your online website. You can participate in mining and mining contracts, like I said before, and receive Bitcoins as a reward. So there's online methods to earning Bitcoins, not just buying Bitcoins or converting your traditional currency. So you have Bitcoins now. What? You could use it as legal tender in over 60 countries. That number is going to continue to grow. You could purchase products online from over 300,000 online stores that accept them. Retailers like Microsoft, Dell, Dish Network, Expedia, Intuit, Monoprix, Timing, Newegg, Overstock, Tiger Direct, and the list goes on and on. No, Amazon does not accept them just yet, but I hear it's in the works, and I can't wait for that. Or finally, just like your regular money, you can invest your Bitcoins and watch them grow. That is my favorite thing to do. That's what I like doing. I'm a big believer that the price of Bitcoin will go up. And because of that, I'm in what's called accumulation mode. I'm going to accumulate as many Bitcoins as I possibly can so that when the price does go up, all the coins go up with it. If you're interested in something like that, private message me. Go to our website, globalbitcoininvestors.com. Like our Facebook page, Global Bitcoin Investors, and we can talk about how we can help your Bitcoins grow or get you started with a digital wallet. We're here to help. Please use us as a resource. My name is Manny Rivera. Once again, you can find us on YouTube, find us on Facebook. Thank you for taking the time to watch and continue to grow your coins.